We have to understand that we are the stories that we tell ourselves. Our stories can make or break us because our stories are what we carry around with us every day. It translates into how we talk. It translates into how we walk. It translates into whether we pursue our dreams or not. It translates into why we are where we are in our lives, why we work where we work in our lives, who we choose as a partner in our lives. It translates into our thought processes, the groups that we find ourselves in, the friends that we make. Everything that we do is a result of the story that we tell ourselves about ourselves. So what are we telling ourselves about ourselves on a daily basis? And how are we presenting that to the world? Because that is the part of us that we may or may not see if we're actively creating that reality for ourselves. We carry this around with us, and our story can either be a depressing or a painful past, or it can be an anxious future, right? But when we take ourselves into the now, right? Self-deification requires you to be in the now when it comes to making your new story, making the story that you want your life to be. So what we have to realize is that when we're in the now, we write that story that makes us feel like the best version of ourselves. We write that story that makes us feel like we're on our path, on our purpose, doing what we came here to do. We write that story that brings us closer to God. We write that story that makes us realize that God is within. And who we are and what we have become is our personal responsibility, right? Regardless of whatever happened to us in the past, and regardless of whatever we might be thinking about is going to happen in the future, what we do right now is what matters. We are making the story right now. All those other things, while they may have happened, it's still an event. But how you define yourself is a story that you are constantly writing. And so we have to be conscious of what we're doing. What story are we writing every day? How are we defining ourselves every day? What are we putting into our minds every day? We are in control when it comes to the story that we tell ourselves about ourselves, and the story that we create our worlds out of what we tell ourselves and also other people as well. Is that story us hanging on to the past and everything that happened to us? Is that story us fantasizing over what we want our future to be? Or is that story us taking action right now to be the best that we can be and to write the best story that we can ever possibly write?